Hello and welcome to day 107 of an album a day, going through my vinyl collection, one or so vinyls at a time. Today we're talking about what's, I guess, officially the first release from this band, though that's controversial. We've talked about it before. I'm talking, of course, about the Whitesnake release, Trouble. This one, not my favorite of the older Whitesnake albums, although the cover's fantastic. It goes along what would become a long-standing Snake theme for a while until the albums just go to these weird symbols that seem to just be what the album cover is for every album after that. But that's a ways away. But for now, this is the first album that came out under the Whitesnake title. We had solo albums by David Coverdale before this. Snakebite is in there somewhere, but this is the first actually official Whitesnake release. This came out in 1978, and I do have a 1978 copy from Sunburst Records. And I could be wrong, but I think this is the only Sunburst record that I own. Although I'm not sure. This is also, it looks like United Artists is part of this. But it's a very nice, colorful little thing. It looks good when it spins on the turntable. On the back, of course, we have the band. Just typical, classic. Here's a rock band photo. Can't remember if we have anything on this. Oh, we do have a sleeve. Of course we do. Mine came with a generic, and it came with this, which was good because they took the record out of this paper sleeve, which, not the thickest paper, so it's going to tear through at some point from the weight of the album will rip through the bottom over time. But we've got, the lyrics from the band, and really it looks like nothing else. Gotta be band information or something on here. Nope, it's just the lyrics. Doesn't introduce the band. The only thing that doesn't really work about this is this little rip right here, and then these little little bits of deterioration here and here at the top. That's pretty normal. There's only so much that you can do. If I buy a new record now, the way that I take them out and preserve them, they would stay mint forever. But back then, of course, we didn't have those little plastic record sleeves and all of that. So, but the vinyl's in good condition, except for, a little bit of a, where is it, right there? And then just a little bit of ring wear, not too bad. On the back, we've got just this little bit in the corner, and then, a little bit of ring wear. On the back, it does list who's on the album. Of course, we have David Coverdale on vocals because it's David Coverdale's band. We have Dave Dowell on drums. John Lord on keyboards, already joining the band at this point. We have John Lord, Bernie Marsden and Mickey Moody doing the dual guitar work, and then Neil Murray on bass. I mean, it's such a great lineup. Dave Doyle was a good drummer. I thought Ian Pace brought a little more flash to the band, but as a good blues rock drummer, Dave Doyle was good. I thought he played very, very well in the band. But let's talk about the tracks, because what's important, of course, is the music. Let me just double check. Yeah, I was thinking there was another keyboardist before John Lord, but I'm thinking on the Snakebite album. We have killer opening track, absolute killer. One of older Whitesnake's best songs, "Take Me With You." I think they could have redone this in an even heavier rock version when they changed over styles, but I don't think they did. "Love to Keep You Warm." Nice song. It's got a good, warm feeling to it, really. "Lie Down," a modern love song. The chorus is, "Lie down, I think I love you." Okay, so let's have sex because I think I love you. Very typical theme that would run within Whitesnake. And that's, for me, it's kind of the one drawback to the band, because musically they were fantastic. Lyrically, there were some really good lyrics in this band, but there's also some one-dimensional, everything's just about sex. Kind of like the Scorpions, where they made the majority of their career based on sex and relationships. "Day Tripper," Beatles cover by Lennon and McCartney, really good version of it. "Nighthawk," Vampire Blues, really good energy on that one. So we flip over to side B. "The Time Is Right for Love," very much like "Love to Keep You Warm." It's just this really warm feeling, I feel good kind of blues rock song. "Trouble," really good. This one is, it's just, you feel that punch from the soul when he's singing. And I really like that. Belgian Tom's Hat Trick, very interesting instrumental. "Free Flight," probably the weakest on the album for me, although the beat is really good. And Don't Mess With Me is pretty good. It's kind of a, you know, I'm not going to put up with your crap type song. So overall, I mean, I really like the album, don't get me wrong. But of all the albums that came out during this era of Whitesnake, I think this arguably would be the weakest. And it's not unheard of for a band's first album to be, you know, they would grow together as musicians, they grow as songwriters and all that stuff. You're talking some really great musicians on this, and I think they put together a nice album. But compared to what they would go on to do, I just happen to think that this one's the weakest. But by no means does that mean a bad album. That's like which piece of chocolate in the chocolate heart you get for Valentine's Day is the worst piece of chocolate. Like, they're all good. They're fucking chocolate. So anyway, Whitesnake, Trouble. Check it out. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers.